Well, Small, looks like it's time to get started. You know what happens when we get started on time.
You end on time.
So let's talk a little bit about why we've invited them on this call this morning. So what's going on today, Small?
Well, team, today we're going to have a micro webinar for the next 15 minutes on the product that is SmartHub with Voice. Rod and I are going to be hosting this webinar, and it's going to be a pretty, I want to say entertaining, but not really. It's going to be very
informative.
Informative is what it is, and we're going to be showcasing a bunch of stuff and how we can bring this. Now, I know there's primarily our store leaders on this. Our main goal is that you take this information that you see and learn on these slides back to your teams and reinforce it and help them with the role plays and the scenarios. So let's get started, Rod.
Absolutely. So what we've got going on here, guys, is get to know your SmartHub. I mean, what are some of the benefits, and what can we use, and how can we approach our customers, help our team talk about SmartHub, and always remember that this is going to be linked to America's best network. Always reinforce that with the team, that it's the best network out there, and we should just be always focus on that. So let's talk about who we can target this product to. Who's our target customer on a SmartHub? So first thing comes to my mind was snowbirds. Those are our customers that are traveling down south in the winter months for warmer weather, but they still want to have internet access, and maybe they want to have their home phone with them. So we can talk about that's kind of a customer we should talk to. Now, they're usually when we're looking at customers coming in the store, is our senior customers, are our snowbirds. They're the ones that are just taking time off. They don't have jobs. They just go down south. So now let's talk about around our area, our lake cabin or our motorhome customers. Now, much like those snowbirds that travel down south for the winter, these guys are traveling or out at their lake cabin during the summer. So they still want to have their internet, and maybe they still want to have their home phone with them out as they travel or at the cabin at the lake. But this is open to just a wide group of customers. This could be any one of our customers, so we're going to have to find that out. Another one that I think of that would be a great target for this product would be our rural customers. Those are the ones that are living outside of the community where they don't have that cable internet or just any internet options to use. So this would be a great target. Customers are in this environment are looking, the ranchers and the farmers, they're looking for options for internet for their farms and ranches. So here's some target that we can think about. Now we need to talk and find out if this is the right customer, or how can we interact with them. So let's use that sales process. Of course, we're always working on our sales process skills. So this would also be one that we want to utilize the connecting stage and the discovery stage in the BeMobile way to find out if this is a potential customer for this product. So ask those open-ended questions, get to know your customers, stimulate that conversation, and then I've always asked, closed-ended questions to just gain agreement with the customer that we're on the right track. So, and really primary focus is on the form. I know when I'm doing our training for the new hires on the sales process, form is always very popular with those guys. They're like, yeah, that's what I need to learn to use better. So let's help them when they're working on this. Use the form questions. Is it family, occupation, recreation, or media? Great questions to help us expose this customer as the one that we want to market this product to. So, Samal, help me out. Start some conversations with us.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. Thank you for mentioning the fact that we are very, very much aligned with the process, and we're using the connect and the understand phase. Now, team, if we left it at just that, that's not fair. We want to help you out a little bit. We want you to bring this back to your team and explain what that looks like, what that sounds like, and here's what it is. So, a good conversation starter is, hey, now that the weather is nice, do you have any plans to travel? And did you travel during the winter? Did you go anywhere warm? These questions are going to uncover the fact that if they are sober, or do they like to travel, do they travel often? A lot of good conversation to come out of this. Lake season is upon us. Gosh, we live around a lot of beautiful lakes. We could ask them, what are some activities you and your family do during the downtime indoors when you're at the lake cabin, if it's yours or your relatives? A lot of the people I talk to, it's not even their own lake cabin, but they talk about it like it's their own because they like it, they love it so much, they love going there. And then ask them, do you have phone service at the cabin? Uncover the fact that if they have a landline or not. What about internet? Is that important to them? And then talk about the fact that, hey, you know what? If you're traveling, you're moving, you're leaving your house or you're leaving your lake cabin, do you have any security concerns for the cabin or home when you're not there? Who's taking care of that? This is going to be a beautiful segue into the fact that you can bring up the Arlo cams and, you can have Arlo cams at your house or the Arlo cams at the cabin and, know what's going on when you're not there. Also, what about the fact that, hey, you know what? The weather's finally nice for camping. I personally like to go glamping. I like to have a TV and my block mattress in the tent. But some people like to sleep on rocks, and that's okay. Do you go camping? Do you have a motorhome? Is it connected? I know that our team does a really good job of asking our customers if their vehicles are connected, and all. But now we can transition that into: is your motorhome connected? Is your lake cabin connected? And then for those customers that make the comment about, oh, you know what, I live out of town and reception's spotty or whatever it may be, get that conversation started about like, hey, what would you do if your cell phone died? A lot of the people who live in the rural areas, farmers, ranchers, people that like to live off the grid, they have another mode of communication. Uncover what that is, and then you can link it back to this great product that is a SmartHub. And is satellite an option for you? While we were building this webinar, Rod mentioned that he actually owned a satellite back in the day. Where when I say satellite, I'm talking about satellite receiver, not an actual satellite. And how he got his, his internet and his TV. So, and then you can ask them, what do you do for internet? The basic, good old, age-old question. And then if not, what options have they looked at? And chances are you're going to uncover some things like, internet's really expensive out here, or provided does it come out all the way here, and then you can bring in that Verizon flag up and be like, guess what? We've got you covered. So these are some great conference starters. Again, bring this back to your team. And Rod and I are going to be sending all these slides after this webinar to everybody, so you have all this with you and you can bring it up when you're coaching your team. Next up, now that we've uncovered that there's a need for it, let's pitch this product and how can we package this to them. So mention something like, hey, you know what, you can keep your home phone number with you, stay in contact with those you're leaving behind. A lot of the people that travel they don't let everybody know that they're traveling, so they don't want to get some important calls. And for the senior customers we talked about, the sun seekers like Andrew just mentioned, we understand the importance of keeping in touch. That's a primary reason for having a phone. Let's show them what we can offer them. And then a lot of the people that travel, they either pause or disconnect the service for a period of time and reconnect when they get back. Prorations are not fun to have, and people like a consistent bill. Reiterate the fact that, hey, you can save on those expenses and have a consistent bill if you're on Verizon and you don't have to change anything up. And then mention the fact that when you're traveling, a lot of people connect to those free internet, right? At the McDonald's, at the airport, at the rest stop, gosh, I'm praying for it. It's right in front of me. Wherever you go, mention the fact that you got secured internet through Verizon. All right, have a peace of mind when you travel. Enjoy it. Don't have to worry about, gosh, I'm buying this thing online real quick, but I don't want someone else to get my information. And then even when you're at even if you're at the cabin, chances are you might play some board games indoors, or you might listen to some online radio or watch a movie. What do you do for internet then? So these are some good elevator pitches to really push that product and link it back to why it's a good idea. And now I just wanted to keep in mind, this product does not have unlimited data. You cannot put this on unlimited data, and you are going to get some questions as to why. So Rod is going to show us how we can rebut that when the competition comes up.
Absolutely, guys. So one of the things as I've traveled around, I've visited with the team in the stores, and this seems to be kind of a catch for us that we can't get unlimited data for the SmartHub. So really we want to, rebut that by just, using some common sense here that it's not available right now on this package. We don't have unlimited. So But if you look at it, they can have maybe 30 gigs. And again, for the satellite provider, when I had my satellite internet, I didn't have anywhere near 30 gigs, and I was spending as much money as the 30 gig plan is. So really, unlimited is probably not going to be an issue. Also, if you're out at the lake and you're at your cabin, you don't want to spend that time indoors. The reason you have the cabin is to be able to go out fishing or boating or whatever it is. So you're not going to spend a lot of time in the cabin. So unlimited isn't really a need there, but it's perfect for maybe the bad weather days. Perfect for maybe you just want to have internet activities going on. So you don't need the unlimited. Maybe our snowbirds. They're not an unlimited clientele right now. They're the ones that just want internet so they can have access to be able to stay connected back home. They want it so that they can just do like Samal says, they want it secured so that they don't have to worry about any of their stuff being intercepted. So also, they're not going to do a lot of the gaming or streaming of a lot of videos. So really, the unlimited, I don't believe is an issue with our customers. It might be with us. So we need to coach the team up to be thinking that, no, they really don't need it. And this is why. This is why this product will work for them. Now, is SmartHub for everyone? Probably not, but it has a great market to it. There's ways that this product can help our customers. It gives them the freedom, that they can make calls or they can leave the cabin if they're using their phone as the hotspot. And I have to make a phone call, it's going to interrupt it. So we could just put that out of the mind. They can just use the internet worry-free. How about having access at the lake cabin for some smart accessories? A lot of options are coming there. Again, let's talk about the satellite. It's expensive. Small data packages. You can save them money. People like that. And, by adding a product and they can save money, that's creating great value. How about, I get questioned all the time about the jetpacks. Why don't I just sell them a jetpack instead? Well, the real answer to that is let's future-proof our customers so that they can have, smart accessories. A year or two from now, people are going to use more and more of these smart accessories. So let's future-proof them today and get them in the right products so that they can use those in the future. They can have cameras maybe set up at their lake cabin, and if they're not there in the wintertime, they still can have access to it and they can see what's going on. Maybe they want to be able to have the ability to check the heat and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that we're going to be able to offer them that maybe they're not thinking right now that they want to have later. And then, of course, this product has rechargeable batteries. So what that means to our customers is if they lose power during a storm and they're at that lake cabin or they're traveling, they don't have the ability to have access to power, because they plug in their motor homes. If it's not there, they still have the power. They can make calls and they can get on the internet and they can see what's going on with the news or maybe weather alerts. So great product to have for our customers' needs. It solves a lot of issues for our customers, and that's really what we want to do for them. So let's talk a little bit about pricing. I pulled this out of the info center so that you can see that there is great section to let us know all the pricing, but I thought, that's hard to see. So I just brought it up further so that we can see it clearer. So 10 gigabytes for $60 data only, or they can go $80 and have the ability to use the voice and the data. And we've got it in 20, 30, and 40 also. Remember, it's not for unlimited, so these are the price plans. If a customer has an unlimited for their phones and stuff, then this is a add-on product that they're going to have to get a different plan for. But if they don't have unlimited and they want to add this, it's just $10 a month to add this for their current bill, or $20 if they want voice included. So great price plans for our customers. Everything that they would need, I think we've got it covered for them. So now, Samal, let's just kind of wrap this thing up for these guys.
Yes, absolutely, Rod. So, team, again, I think just quickly wrapping things up, we focused on SmartHub. It is part of our age inventory, and we would very much like your help pushing this product out. And up through the webinar alone, we learned what a great product this is, and I hope we showcase that to you as well. We showcase to you how we can role play it with your team. We showcase how to uncover the customer's needs, how to actually pitch it to the customer, and then the price plans associated with it. And also over here, we've shown you that there's an app for this. People love apps. Customers like apps. It gives them a greater sense of control. So download it yourself so you can share it with the customer. But now, team, just to get you full credit for attending this webinar, using the chat box, I would like each and every one of you to type out what was your top takeaway from this webinar. I'm not looking for essays. I'm not looking for huge paragraphs. Just a quick, what was the top takeaway? And while you're typing this out, I also want to mention that Rod went a bit above and beyond, and he actually included 15 to 20 extra more slides that we will include when we send this to you, with how to set up your device, how to activate it, how to turn it on, and all the graphics and stuff included. So thank you, Rod, for that. And right after this webinar, team, we will be sending out all these slides together. And again, please bring this back to your staff. Group, like, have a one-on-one if that's what it takes. Just have a good conversation with these role plays and scenarios. And again, thank you for me. We'll be muting our phones, but we will be monitoring the chat box if you have any questions as well. Thank you again for attending. Rod?
Yeah, and I did notice that there was a comment in the chat box about questions. So absolutely, give us a chat box on your questions. And if we can't answer it right now, we got to get busy getting our stores open. We will get back to you. So anything we can do to help you guys.
Hey, Josh, is that you raising your hand for a question, or did you click the wrong button? Nope. All right. I guess you might have just clicked it. Okay. Again, thank you for your takeaways. Keep them coming.